mindful. If you charge your phone to your laptop or your Chromebook, it's going to ask you, do you give this Chromebook permission to look through your phone or look right? If you say yes, and you have anything on there that's inappropriate, it's going to catch it, it's going to send us an email, and then we got to have a very uncomfortable conversation with you and your parents. So be mindful. Be sure to use your school electronics appropriately. Does that make sense?
All right, next, our cell phone policies. So you're going to want to listen up, especially because it sounds like this is going to be different from John Glenn or maybe your other middle school that you're coming from. Cell phones are not allowed in classes, meaning they shouldn't be visible. They should be put away in your pocket, in your bag. If you checked out a locker, it could be in your locker. But you cannot have your cell phone out in class unless your teacher says, hey, we're doing this activity, pull out a device, you can use your phone. It'll be very explicit. They will say, you can use your cell phone. Otherwise, no phones in class. We know they're a distraction. All of us adults in this room, we know that cell phones are a distraction. We are putting this rule in place so that you're not as distracted in class. Okay, so the most important thing is if you make a mistake, if you forget, if you have your phone out, and your teacher says, hey, come on in, please put your phone away. If you put it away, there isn't going to be an issue. People forget, we make mistakes, we have routines, we look at our phones. Listen and respect your teacher, and it won't be an issue. Okay? If you don't, if you say no, if you keep using it, that's when we start to have conversations. That's when you might be talking to someone down in our SOS office about cell phone expectations. Worst case scenario, we're taking your phone, we're locking it up, we're calling home, we're making phone plans. We don't want to have to do that because we know it's important for some families, and maybe all families, to be able to get a hold of you if needed in an emergency or whatnot. So we want you to be able to carry those, but you have to be responsible and follow the rules. All right? So repeated issues, if it continues to be an issue, there will be some consequences leading up to maybe parents picking up phones. Okay?
If your parents need to call you, they can call the office and we'll get you a message. And so if your parents are used to texting or calling you throughout the day, remind them that at the high school level, we will take your phone. If they need to get a hold of you, they can call the main office and we'll get you a message as soon as possible.
All right, moving on to expectations for the bathroom. So again, you guys are probably all used to the single stall, gender neutral bathrooms that we have here, which is great, right, for access, and we really like having these bathrooms, so we do have to follow these rules. If for any reason there are two people in a stall, there are immediate consequences. Okay? Bathrooms are not gathering places. If you need to have a conversation with a friend or something's going on where a friend needs support, this happened last year a lot. I just wanted to talk to my friend in the bathroom. She was having a bad day. That can't be in the bathroom. That's a hallway conversation. That might be a guidance office. That might be a social worker office. But that's not happening in the bathroom. There are immediate consequences. Lock the door. Okay? Always lock the door. Sometimes they're closed. People assume if it's green, it's empty. They walk in. So making sure you're locking the door is really important. Be clean and courteous. We want everyone to feel safe and be able to use all the stalls. That means everyone being responsible for keeping them clean. Okay? So be clean and courteous. We do have cameras in the bathroom areas, obviously not in stalls, but we can monitor that sink area. So make sure that you're also being courteous there, okay? With paper towels, with the water, with whatever you're using, because we want to make sure that space stays clean.
Just to echo what Ms. Kwame just says, there's not one spot in this building that don't have cameras. So you might be doing something and you think you're not being watched, and Ms. Knudsen come and grab you and said, hey, this happened. And you're like, no, it didn't. And then you're on camera. So be mindful. You're always being watched in a good way. By cameras and by the adults. Dress code. We allow hoodies, but we need to always see your eyes, right? Sometimes you guys like to put the hoodie down and make it real tight. You can't see your eyes. Not okay here. not school appropriate. No glasses, no sunglasses, no mask, no ski mask. We need to see your face. And the big thing is safety. If we have someone who don't go to school here, right? Believe it or not, after about a couple weeks, we're gonna be able to know that you go to school here. Like, we're really good at that. Our behavior team, our teachers are really good at, hey, that kid don't belong here, right? Or they don't go to school here. And we'll be able to figure it out. So